I'm Michèle Barbier, and I'm a project manager at Inria. I'm also an ethics expert for the European Commission. At Inria, we are a research center on computational sciences, and I was working on the digital twin of the heart. The integration of the digital twins of the human into the healthcare system really should be built on trust. Trust on the patient and medical doctor relationship, the healthcare providers, and the healthcare providers who become an augmented doctor needs to trust also the tool he's using. So it needs a lot of training, education, explaining the words that we are using in this technological world. And it's really important for computational scientists to demonstrate the accuracy, the robustness of their model in order to convince the medical doctor to use the tool as advice, not as a decision-making process, but just to have a tool to help them to deliver their diagnostic or their prognostic. So the patient would trust his medical doctor, and the medical doctor has a very important role in keeping the patient, as a human being, and not as purely data. We have to keep the autonomy of the patient. We have to keep the dignity of the patient, and we have to ensure the justice in the use and in the access of this new tool, of these innovative tools. It's really important to avoid biases in the design of these models, because you need to include everyone, vulnerable group, vulnerable patient, but also people or patients who are in difficult social economic situation. So it's not about only the Northern Hemisphere having access to this new tool. It has to be as inclusive as possible. And so the data is really important. Another aspect is maybe the technology and the source of this data. If, imagine, we are using MRI images in order to give an answer to the healthcare provider, if in the country where we want to use this algorithm and this decision tool support, we do not have MRI images, how can we deal with that? So it really means we need this technological accessibility process for this digital twin. And finally, we need really to think about the North and the South and to provide access to this tool, maybe for free. I don't know. We need to imagine a business model, as some pharma companies will give access to their medication for free in some countries. Maybe we could think also about this kind of model. For me, it's important here to give the voice to the ethical dimension, because all the scientists, all medical doctors, all hospitals are very aware of this challenge. So we really need now to give the voice to this ethical dimension and to work all together to find the best recommendation that would fit for the patient, to the patient. We need also to have the regulatory bodies embedded into this cruise, this long path, because they are very important. They will be the one giving accessibility to these technologies, and we trust them. We need them, of course, in order to ensure that the healthcare will be perfect and ethical for everyone. I'm very happy to be here. I think it's important to participate to those events because it's a good opportunity to meet all the different actors in the field. Events like this are important, and this one I really enjoy the fact that it's organized both in the US and in Europe. This is really important, that not only European scientists are paving the way, but in collaboration with the US and the American colleagues.